Alright fam, this story's about road pirates back at it again. Blue Line Gang and extortion. It's actually pretty disgusting what I ran into here. So buckle up fam.
Well, I need the keys, alright?
For what?
For the tow truck.
Yo, move it. They move on the phone.
You need keys to roll onto the tow truck.
Can I get the incident number or call number on this?
Sure.
Wearing any cameras nowadays?
They have one just like that.
Why aren't you guys wearing any cameras?
Town's too cheap to buy them for us.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it's a money issue, I guess.
Really?
Am I in 4K right now?
This.
I told you, the town doesn't have any money. We're broke.
All them tickets you guys are writing though?
The town doesn't get any of that money.
No?
Your girlfriend Kathy Hochul gets all that.
Is that who does it?
Because, I mean, as you said last meeting, that, you know, the Lancaster Police Department suits you well and you respect them greatly. I think that maybe they need some more funding, like Mr. Albert says, so we can get some dash cams and body cams. And maybe we really do need to look into see if Kathy Hochul is taking all the money from the town. You know, that's what he said. You guys are too cheap.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, they're going to have to ask you.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait for the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Alright, Erie County fam, let me explain what's going on in this scene. I was on my way home on Genesee Street on June 4th, and I noticed 3 Lancaster police vehicles pulling over this one guy on his e-bike. So I decided to pull over and check it out. And what's going on here is this gentleman here works at the Tops Distribution Center, and he is just trying to get home from work. He's worked his 8-hour shift. Now he's on his way home, and these guys here are going to impound his electric scooter for trying to get home from work, fam. Alright, Erie County fam, as usual, let me go ahead and get you guys a visual of where this all took place here in Western New York. This is the distribution center where he was working. And this is about as far as he got home from work before the road pirates picked him up. Now let me show you how far they forced him to walk home. Now to get a visual, you can see where he works, how far he got before getting robbed, and how far the Lancaster Police Department made him walk home, fam. What's up? What's that? Where you at? Where you at? What's going on?
Buffalo, bro. They just took my shit. I keep telling them it's electric, bro. They keep fucking with it.
This is registered?
It don't have to be. It's electric. I got it off of Amazon.
So I went ahead and looked on the New York State website for electric bikes versus mopeds, and as you can see, you don't need a license to operate an electric bike, nor do you need to register it, nor can you register it in New York. So he is correct, but it didn't stop them from writing him 3 unlawful tickets: operating out of class, no motorcycle license, unregistered motorcycle, and uninspected motorcycle. As you just seen, Erie County fam, you cannot register an electric bike in New York, nor do you need to. If you can't register it, you certainly can't get it inspected. And then, you don't need a license to operate the electric bike. So, those were 3 bogus tickets, and they impounded it and made him walk home.
You got someone coming for you? Okay, well I need the keys, alright?
For what?
For the tow truck.
Yo, move
You need keys to roll onto the tow truck. You don't?
Now I know what some of you guys are thinking out there. I titled this 3 Armed Gangbangers Steal E-Bike and Make Kids Walk Home from Work. Now, a lot of you are thinking, this isn't a gangbanger, these are police officers. They're just here to protect and serve, of course, and make this kid walk home from work. Now, let's just think about it like this. If you were riding your bike down the road and I decided I want to steal that bike because you did not pay me to ride down this road, you would think using self-defense in that situation is absolutely acceptable. Now just imagine these guys here who stole this e-bike unlawfully, as far as I'm concerned, and if he tried to defend himself, these Pacific gangbangers would use any force needed to steal that bike, including deadly force, for this kid just trying to go home from work. So therefore, I don't think they're protecting and serving anybody. I believe these are 3 armed gangbangers stealing a bike because they didn't get paid. Now there are some instances that we've seen downtown Buffalo where people are riding dirt bikes and sports quads all over the neighborhood, running red lights, running down the middle of the road, and I don't believe anybody would complain about the cops cracking down on those people terrorizing the neighborhood. But let's be honest, this kid would just got off an 8-hour shift and is just trying to get home. Now the only possible gray area here is it says in the law that you can ride these things on a highway with a speed limit of 30 miles an hour or less and do not need to be registered. But he wasn't riding this thing on the highway, he was riding on the median on this 45-mile-an-hour section of road. So there is a little bit of a gray area, but they didn't write him up for that. They wrote him for no license, no registration, and uninspected motorcycle. Now, the only other thing on this law, it says municipalities can further regulate the time, place, and manner of operation of these devices. So let's go ahead and get the incident number and check out what they have on the police report and go ahead and file a FOIA request to find out if Lancaster has any laws that I'm not seeing here in the New York State law. Can I get the incident number or call number on this?
Sure. I'll even write it down for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Today at the Lancaster Town Hall to do a FOIA request on town statutes against electric scooters, electric e-bikes, specific to the town. How you doing? To fill out a FOIA request?
FOIA?
Yeah, you got a form from me? Thank you very much. I got that form filled out here. I don't know if you want to read that. Make sure we can. There's no discrepancy of what I'm writing there.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the company.
All right. Can I get a photo, time-stamped copy of that as well?
are you?
Good. So what I'm interested in is rules that Lancaster have. So like I'm asking for ordinance about
For
e-bikes,
everything or just for the e-bikes?
e-bikes,
electric
scooters, electric scooters, right down to mobility devices. Like somebody's riding
Okay.
a mobility scooter.
Yeah,
And I'm
anything
only,
that has a motor.
yeah,
basically.
anything that has electric.
Okay.
Not talking about gas, but what I'm asking for is Lancaster's laws. I don't need county laws or state laws.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
Yeah.
this would be the spot
Yeah, just
to ask for that.
just specifically
Okay, so
what Lancaster has
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
books.
put a little asterisk here and put down all electric.
Yeah. I kind of listed them all there,
Yeah, but I'm
but
just gonna put electric only, just,
specifically electric e-bikes, the bikes that is the ones that people you see them all over now. Just what Lancaster has on their books about it.
probably nothing.
I'm guessing so because they're fairly new, but
Yeah.
Lancaster police just impounded a e-bike the other day of a guy driving home from work.
Oh, really?
So-
Was he on the street?
On the median, like where you ride a
Oh.
bicycle. So
Wow.
we gotta get to the bottom of that. So
Okay, so let me just make sure I have your email address.
you should be able to email it all there.
Pardon me?
Yeah, you should be able to email
I just-
everything
yeah.
there. I don't think that.
Hopefully we'll be able to. Today's date is
Oh, I forgot to fill in the date.
7/23. And auditing
Erie County.
ErieCounty@gmail.com. Okay, no problem. Okay.
If I could just get a timestamp copy of that.
I don't have a time, I can write it on here.
The date is good enough. I imagine the date time
Say,
is well.
received at 11:15. I'll put my initials. And I'll give you a copy.
Thanks.
I don't expect this will take long.
No.
So I will send it,
Yeah, I
send you
mean,
an email as soon
I've
as I
done
have
some
it.
full requests with you before. It usually comes through pretty quick.
I try not to have it sit there.
one of the better clerks in the area for sure.
Well, that's
Thank
very
you.
nice of you. You have a nice day.
I put that FOIL request in on the 7th of June, and on the 8th, the very next day, we got a reply saying that there is nothing on Lancaster codes or laws on ordinance specifically dealing with e-bikes. So therefore, according to New York State law, it is lawful to ride the e-bike, and Lancaster has no ordinance to say otherwise. These guys, he won't even roll down his window to talk to the guy, like he's scared of him. He might be showing him the law on the electric scooter. Not really sure. So, Erie County fam, what do you think about the Lancaster Police Department serving and protecting the shit out of this kid by impounding his bike, his ride home from his 8-hour shift? And we all seen that you don't need a license, you can't register it, and you can't get it inspected if you can't register it. So there's 3 faulty tickets that this kid shouldn't have got, and the only place that they could have got him is if they had a ordinance from the town, and the town doesn't have no ordinance saying you can't. And there's that gray area that says you can't ride on a roadway that is over 30 miles an hour with it, but he technically wasn't riding on the roadway, he was riding in the median where bicyclists are supposed to ride. And I don't know, Erie County fam, it all looks dirty. Tell me what you guys think about the Lancaster Police Department protecting and serving the shit out of this kid, making him walk home from work that day. 11.8 miles, fam. All because he didn't pay to ride down that road. Looks like armed gangbangers to me. Oh shit, that window does come all the way down, huh? And just like that, fam, there goes your brave law enforcement of Lancaster, New York, looting people on the side of the road, leaving them to walk home. Man, they're such brave, honorable people. What do you guys think, fam? Do you guys think that these guys did this kid good and protected and served him with honor and integrity? I don't know. It looks pretty bad to me. Now, I got this 19-year-old kid's number, and I definitely felt some compassion for him, so I went ahead and helped him get his bike out of the impound and did this little investigation on the police department to hold them accountable for protecting and serving him so well, fam. So the first thing we did is try to get that bike out of impound and try to get him a good deal and see if the tow company will work with him. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that phone call I had with the tow company. Yeah, my name's Dan. I'm calling about a electric moped that was impounded last night by the Lancaster Police Department.
Okay, I have to get the girl who takes care of that. Can you hang on a second?
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
Hello, Ed.
Yeah, my name is Dan. I'm calling about the electric scooter that was impounded last night by the Lancaster Police Department.
Okay, yes, okay, so you do need to get a release from the Lancaster Police Station. It's called the motor vehicle release form.
What if it's not a motor? It's not a motorized vehicle. It's an electric scooter.
They have it's still going to be a towed. It's still going to be a towed release form.
What is the charges on that?
Okay, so the flatbed fee was $195, and because it just happened yesterday, I wouldn't charge you any inside storage or anything. I wouldn't charge you no storage today. But then, and also $85, it's a second man, because on a motorcycle, scooter, whatever, you got to have two people. So if you pick it up today, I'm not going to do any storage. $195 and $85 would be $280 plus tax. So $280 would be $24.50 tax. So let's see, $280 and $24.50. So it'd be $304.50 picked up today. Now, if you don't pick it up today and you come, any other day, it would be $40 a day storage, and it would start then on the day it was picked up. We're only here till 3, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3, and it is cash only. They don't take credit card or personal checks or debit cards.
Are you capable of working with this kid?
Well, this is a police tow, so that's, you know what I mean. I didn't charge storage, but I have to. This is a police tow, and
I'm asking if you're willing to work with the kid, or if I could speak to the owner.
You'd have to speak to me.
So you're the one to speak to. All right. So my name is
police tow, so it has to be.
My name is Dan. My name is Dan. I'm part of auditing Erie County. I do audits on the government.
Yes.
Now, this kid here was just riding home from work on an electric scooter riding in the median. I'm asking you if you're willing to work with him and to, maybe you can get this to him a little cheaper. This kid, he's just starting off. He was going home to and from work. They jacked his bike. He was just going home from work. I'm asking if you were willing to work with him, or if you can work with him, because I'm going to expose the whole thing, including...
The charge with the police tow is...
Including, does the police get some of this money or something?
No, they do not. No.
So why can't you work with them?
You can have the owner call me, but, you could call the police station and just talk to the police on it.
Will the police tell you to give them back for free, or to, charge them less money?
Oh, no, they're not going to say that.
And you have to charge money because the police impounded it?
The police had it towed, so...
So you can't have no compassion because the police tow is what you're saying?
Sir, what is your name and what is your number?
My name is...
Have my guy call you back.
My name is Dan of Auditing Erie County.
Okay.
And I'm doing a YouTube video on this of the police accountability, and I'm just asking for some...
What is your number?
My number to get hold of me is 716...
But Dan, just so you know, legally, you would know this, that legally, the owner needs to call us and get any kind of information, so...
I'm just trying to do a little work on the side here. I think what I'm asking is pretty legit. It'll only make you guys look better or worse.
You can call the police station, okay?
I don't need to call the police station.
Okay, Dan, you're an auditor, so, I don't know. I can try to have somebody call you back, but...
Who is it that would call me back? The owner?
No, I would have one of the gentlemen call you back, but I'm just telling you, this is a police tow. So if you're not the owner, then we can't be giving you any information.
I mean, information on what?
Huh?
You don't have no classified information. I'm just asking about the scooter. How much is it to pick it up? Because this kid doesn't have the money. So if somebody could call me back, I'd be greatly appreciated. It would only make you guys look better.
Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, call the police station to get a release, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Now I talked to the kid and he said he wasn't going to be able to get it till at least Friday or maybe in the next Friday. And I know 19-year-old kids just don't have money. So I went ahead and called this place to try to reason with them, get it a little cheaper on the price and help him out. I even paid for it out of my own pocket and stored it at my shop until he was able to pick it up so that he didn't get pounded with an extra $40 a day until he was able to. And the yard did call back and they did drop $85 off the bill for the kid as well.
Hi, this is Ed Henning calling. Is this Dan?
Yes.
Okay, Dan. Okay, so on that scooter, like I said, he does need to get a release from the Lancaster police station. And he said what he would be willing to do if he picks it up today. It would still be the $195. That is the police tow that we tow. That goes to us. Police have nothing to do with the money. They do not get anything from it. And it's $195, and there will be no storage.
So I went ahead and picked the kid up, scooped him up, put a body cam on him, sent him in the police station to get that release for him, fam.
Hi.
I'm trying to get a release form.
You need a release, you said?
A release form for a vehicle?
Do you have your ID with you? Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
When was it towed?
Yesterday.
Okay. Alright, what are you gonna do? I've got on here that the bike wasn't registered or anything. What are you gonna do about getting it out? Are you gonna tow it or what are you gonna do?
I got somebody that I could put it on the truck.
So you're gonna tow it out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a complaint number to look at. I tried calling you, but he's not answering. I just have a question about a tow that they got yesterday. The complaint number is going to be 23-311073. I have the kid that was with the bike here in the lobby, and he's got a tow for it. I'm going to mark the release tow only. But what do I do about, I'm not sure about that type of bike, like nothing's filled in, like with the, with the year, the VIN, anything like that, so. I mean, am I good just to put James Richardson, I mean, if the kid that's here, that's fine, he's gonna tow it, but what do I put in there for, you know, like model? So do you just, I sent him a picture. I don't know though, I mean, if he doesn't, so he's not registering, he's just gonna get it towed out of it. And the application's fine, but. Aaron.
Yes.
It is, but my question was like, because of there's no brand, you know what I mean? It's like a mini bike, and you guys are just gonna use want to put out a picture this week. And because it's like normally it would have like the year, the make, you know, and all that stuff in there, but there's not. I just wanted to make sure it was going to be okay. Alright. That's for me to keep. That one's for you.
33 kilometers.
speed stop in traffic at Pleasant View and Transit for a moment while some people pick up some stuff that's on the truck.
All right, 2 signatures claiming the vehicle down there and up there.
Hi, Lancaster Police. We have a juvenile that we just picked up on a juvenile delinquent.
All right, you're gonna take half of this with you to the tow facility and you'll be all set, okay?
All right.
It's a family court act, family court one.
There you go, you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Down here today to pick up that scooter. Let's go get it. That's how you record on the down low.
Hi, how can I help you?
Gonna pick up that impounded scooter.
Oh, okay. All right, I just need your relief. And then, okay. Okay. And, all right, and I just need your license. Okay. Okay, it's going to be 21206. Okay. Okay. 24. Out of 215.
Who makes this?
I believe they wrote that up as a motorcycle.
No, is it like Yamaha or Polaris or?
Now I was curious about what other law enforcement officers would say about an electric scooter or electric bike and whether they would mess with it. So let's find out what they had to say. Phone? Oh, I thought you were What's the ruling on electric bikes and electric scooters and stuff like that as far as riding on the side of the road?
I think there's a mile per hour that has to go with that. Like as far as like how fast it can go before it has to be like registered and insured and all that. But
because I know in New York State they don't. You can't register. You can't register electric scooters or electric mopeds.
yeah,
But
I think it depends on how fast they go.
if you seen somebody on a scooter going down the side of the road, you don't bother them on an electric scooter.
Yeah,
I smelled that smoke tonight too.
What's that?
That smoke is coming back this way again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I smelled it. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
It was pretty bad.
Oh, well, I'll take the rain, though.
Yeah, maybe it'll wash it away.
You never really got into much of that.
No, not really. It hasn't become an issue.
Well, I seen Lancaster Impound electric scooter. Wrote the guy up for driving out of class, unregistered motorcycle, and unregistered or uninspected motorcycle.
Really?
And the kid was just going home from work. I thought it was a little crazy.
I'd have to look up the statute and see what the deal is with it, but I don't mess with it. I mean, you could arrest somebody for drinking and driving, on one of those.
I mean, you
It's
can
a motorized vehicle.
you get a DWI on a lawnmower or a bicycle,
True.
right? You don't even have to have a motor or get a vehicle of registering quality or whatever, but...
Yeah. But at any rate, yeah, no, I don't think I'd be impounding anybody's electric bike.
No. You don't even mess with that, huh?
No.
I thought it was a little ridiculous. You see these guys in the city of Buffalo riding around on, like dirt bikes and quads, and they're blowing red lights and stuff and terrorizing the neighborhood.
Not legal.
Pound those guys, you know what I mean?
Uninsured, the
But-
whole 9 yards. So if they crack into your car,
Kid going home from work, 19-year-old kid going home from work,
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
little
know.
crazy.
I don't know the whole story, so I don't want to judge, but whatever. Not something I do.
But you haven't really run into electric scooter stuff, huh?
Not a lot out here.
That was my question.
Okay.
Thanks.
You bet, man.
Pretty good. Just had a few questions about electric bicycles. You ever run into electric bikes, e-bikes along the roadside?
I've seen them here and there.
I guess my question is, if you've seen me riding an electric bike, one without pedals, it's all electric. There's no way, riding down, say, Genesee Street. Is that something you would pull someone over if they didn't see a license plate on that or registration, or how would you go about that?
As far as I know, New York State doesn't require any kind of registration on those. To the best
Yeah,
of my
I looked at the website. The DMV website says you cannot register an electric bicycle of any sort.
So I mean, I wouldn't bother you myself.
You wouldn't bother.
I can't speak for the state police, but
Actually, I asked the state police to ask the same question, but the reason I'm asking is because Lancaster pulled a kid over on an electric e-bike and wrote him up for no motorcycle license, driving out of class, unregistered motorcycle, and uninspected motorcycle. And seeing as you can't register, you certainly can't get inspected if it's not registered. And so I was just wondering, as Erie County Sheriff, I got a chance to ask you what
my personal opinion, I'm not overly well versed. Probably a good question for our traffic unit, but as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't. I'm not familiar with any laws that say that you can't do it, so I wouldn't bother you with that.
All right, thanks a lot. That was my only question.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Can I get your name real quick?
Yeah, Deputy Ken.
Deputy Ken?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now we got a chance to hear what a state trooper and a Erie County Sheriff would say in the same area about an electric bike and impounding it, in their opinion. One of the things I also did here was request the body camera footage of these officers and the dash cam of these officers' patrol cars to get a better look at the incident that happened that day. But my full request came back that Lancaster doesn't have body cameras or dash cameras, which, of course, I'm so used to being lied to by police and their dishonesty, I had to check for myself to see if any of the squad cars really didn't have or did have dash cams. So this is what the next scene we're going to check out. Yeah, I do. You guys don't wear no body cams or dash cams, huh? No. Not at all, huh?
Nope.
No dash cams at all. Not one dash cam in any of these things, huh? It's definitely a Sony.
It's old school.
Why aren't you guys wearing any cameras nowadays?
They have one just like that.
Why aren't you guys wearing any cameras?
The town's too cheap to buy them for us.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it's a money issue, I guess.
Really?
Funding, right?
2023, you'd think that some of these squad cars would even have a dash cam for your protection, you know?
I wish that was the case.
I do too.
Too cheap to buy them, bud. Sorry.
I'll have to talk to the town for you for that.
Will you do that for us?
I will. I definitely will. Yeah, you told 2023 with a dash cam. They
put in a good word for us. So
dash cam, $150. I mean, more. The system you guys would probably use probably cost more than that,
Maybe
but
you can loan me that one. Right on my dash.
This one's a busy camera.
Is that right? Am I in 4K right now?
This.
I told you the town doesn't have any money. We're broke.
All them tickets you guys are writing though?
The town doesn't get any of that money.
No.
Your girlfriend Kathy Hogle gets all that.
Is that who does it?
Next time you're at a board meeting, why don't you put in a good word for the Lancaster PD that we need some money for cameras and some new equipment.
What's your name?
My name's Badge 25.
Your name is Badge 25? You don't want to give out your first or last name, huh?
It's Badge 25.
Yeah. No body cameras, no dash cams, no names.
That's it, bud.
That's gang activity right there, 101.
Gang, yeah. Not maybe.
Well, you guys are flying the gang flags on the back of the car.
Yeah? Okay. Have a good day, alright? Careful on the street so you don't get hit, alright?
Yeah? What, are they smoking some dope in that car?
I don't know.
You got a pipe in your hand. I hope that's not yours. Badge number 23. How come no name tag on you? Gang activity? Here today at the town board meeting, Lancaster, find out about body cameras. Got that door for me. Me and my buddy are going.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that easy.
Now we come to the part of the meeting where anybody from the audience can speak on any subject matter. They can just comment. You have 5 minutes or less to speak, so I will ask you to raise your hand. And I will ask you to come up to the microphone, sir, and give your name and address.
This is Richard Albert, and
I'm sorry, sir. Your name and address, please.
Yeah, I actually recorded this, pre-recorded this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it for you guys.
Could you please state your name and address so the clerk could jot it down?
Coming up. And Erie County, and my residency is Erie County. And I'm here today to talk to you about a situation that has come to my attention about the Lancaster Police Department. I've been working on a story recently about a traffic stop that I've seen the Lancaster Police Department on. And one of the things I did was try to full request some dash cam footage and body camera footage. And my full request came back from my surprise that there are no such thing as body cameras or dash cameras in the Lancaster Police Department. I recently spoke to a Lancaster police officer standing next to me right now and asked him why they had no body cameras, and he said, "Why aren't you guys wearing any cameras?"
The town's too cheap to buy them for us.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it's a money issue, I guess.
Really? 2023, you think that some of these squad cars would even have a dash cam for your protection, you know?
I wish that was the case. Cheap to buy them, but sorry.
After hearing that from the Lancaster police officer, it kind of confused me, Supervisor, because I remember you saying, safety enough to give them cameras, and you're cheaping out on them. But of course your word, Supervisor, maybe it doesn't mean so much, because I remember you also saying on that day about your oath of office.
When you take an oath of office, it's got to be done within 30 days. That's state law.
So, this is happening now. We speak from all different offices that they have their own oaths.
Now, Supervisor, it's getting hard to believe what can be believed out of your mouth. You say you appreciate the police department, and you also say that the oath of office is just as technicality, even though it's state law. So are we to believe that you care about the police department if you're too cheap to buy them cameras for the dash cam or the body cameras? Are we to believe that anything that comes out of your mouth? I mean, this officer begged me to come down here and preach to get you guys some money for their body cameras.
I have to talk to the town for that.
Will you do that for us?
I definitely will.
Okay, good work for us. Next time you're on a board meeting, why don't you put in a good word for the Lancaster PD and need some money for cameras and some new equipment.
What's your name?
My name is Badge 25.
Your name is Badge 25? You want your first and last name, huh?
Badge 25.
Yeah.
Now, Supervisor and Town Board, I think it's time to start meaning what you say when you say you care about your police department and start getting them some funding for some dash cams and body cams for their safety, of course. What happens if some officer was on a traffic stop and got shot and the driver takes off who shot him? How are we supposed to have the evidence to prosecute such a villain? I think you owe it to the Lancaster Police Department to get them some funding and start voting on some resolutions immediately to get them these simple necessities. In 2023, I think it's impossible that they shouldn't have it already. Unless, of course, Officer Rich Elbert is correct when he says,
All them tickets you guys are writing now?
I'm just gonna get that money.
No?
Girlfriend Kathy Hope gets out
Is
there.
that who does it?
maybe the board needs to look into Kathy Hochul stealing all the town's money, as Badge 25 said so. So my point is, for officer safety, that, in 2023, dash cams on the squad cars is kind of unacceptable. And body cameras for officer safety is something you guys really need to look into. And I hope that, Mr. Albert here wasn't correct that you guys are too cheap to do that for them. Because, as you said last meeting, that, the Lancaster Police Department suits you well and you respect them greatly. I think that maybe they need some more funding, like Mr. Albert says, so we can get some dash cams and body cams. And maybe we really do need to look and see if Kathy Holt was taking all the money from the town. That's what he said. You guys are too cheap.
Thanks for your comment. Anybody else like to speak?
Well, Erie County fam, after speaking at the town board meeting, Richard Elba was just wrong. The town's not too cheap. As a matter of fact, they got a $96,000 grant for body cameras, as I found out from other people during this meeting. Let's go ahead and hear what the board member has to say about it.
Still good.
Can I just, I like to report on the real truth in that. And can you just repeat what you said about the grants and where they hold up, just for my actual video that's going to come out for the actual public?
Yeah, we got a federal grant through Congressman Jacobs' office, now being taken care of through Congressman Langworthy's office. We got the money, they're working on it to pick out which body cams we're going to get. And there was also a state grant, I believe it came from Monica Wallace's office, also for body cams. So again, they're working on it, figure out the best ones they have for this department. So they do have the money, and that should be determined hopefully soon.
Yeah, I just want to get that out there because, this is what I just played what he actually said to me on the road, that you guys are too cheap. But I was thinking, there's got to be grants involved for such things and that. And I just want to put the truth out because what he said that day, I think he was just running his mouth. But if that's the...
I can just tell you the truth. The facts are, I've been looking at it for a long time. We got them, very happy about it, and hopefully they'll be on the officers soon.
All right, thank you very much. The dash cams, too, will be helpful.
I think that's a great idea as well, so hopefully there's enough money to cover both.
Thank you. I just bring this down here to bring this presentation out. I know, we met at the village board meeting, but this is the new police chief, guys, of Lancaster. The other one retired, but I was just bringing him in and doing this presentation because, that's what he said to me on the road. I played his word for word what he said, so, I wanted to bring it to the town's attention if that's the facts, because I would like to see the police officers safe. Like I said, dash cams on a squad car I think is important, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. The board member did bring it to our attention that may not be true, that they're on the process of getting them cameras rolling. But I like to report on that truth as well. I don't want
to. Looking at body cam platforms to decide which one to utilize. I don't know.
Do you know which cameras you're looking into, or?
I believe the Axon.
The Axons are probably some of the best I've dealt with as far as.
And the other one I think is Motorola.
I've dealt with them.
We're in the testing process. We've tested them before. We're doing a retest of the newest platforms. We're waiting to test the second platform to see. Kind of have a comparison between which one is more suitable for our needs and which one provides us the best capabilities.
Is it true that when you guys write tickets and they go through the court, do they go straight to the state, Kathy Hochul, or is that? I mean, do you even know how that works?
The courts, they kind of make all their decisions independently of us, so we don't dictate how the courts do their fine schedules and whatnot.
One last question. Name tags on uniforms. Is there a policy on that?
We do have a policy.
I mean, this guy wasn't wearing nothing that day and only gave me his badge number, but I was just wondering, is he supposed to be having a name tag on there or a badge number?
There are certain criteria that our policy does allow officers to take their name tags off. We are working on looking at that policy as well.
Yeah, I fully requested the policy, but I didn't get it back in time for the meeting. So
possibly some changes coming down the road. Obviously me being the new chief, as you've acknowledged, I'm looking at the policy, seeing where things need to be modified if they do.
It's a pleasure meeting you in person and getting to talk to you, and I look forward to working with you over the years to come because, I don't, by all means, I don't hate policing, and I want to look out for you guys, and I want, I want the best for everything, but at the same time, I want the best for the citizens, and I want a better image for policing in itself as well. So thank you very much for talking to me.
Have a good night.
I want your sound system.
What's that?
I want your sound system.
You got to buy a lot of tools for that one, that snap-on speaker box.
Thank you, buddy. Seriously.
You're from Twin District?
No, I live in the village.
Oh, I thought you said you were part of Twin District?
My son lives in that district.
Oh, I thought you were a fireman for Twin District.
I was a fireman with Bowmanville.
Nice.
Way up back.
The new girls
Gotcha.
have their schedules.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
They're working out, so hopefully we can get that in there.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can't discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
How come no name tag on you? Gang activity? Yo, you guys would really cry if you knew how much this job paid. You'd really cry. Go get a job. Back to blue until it happens to you.
Seriously, you're gonna go around giving people the finger while filming them?
You mean the thumbs up? I gave the camera a thumbs up. She took my picture. It's all on video.
How old are you?
Old enough.
A child.
Pull the Constitution out of your pockets in here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to film out here, in there.
Your name is not Dan, Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure it is. I'm here as Dan, Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.